Yeah, I think obviously I've had a good season so far, and from the people I've spoken to, they've given me the sort of the confidence, and I've got the confidence in my own game to take the next step. Obviously, you hear of stories of some of the greats in the game, and people like Cook when they made their debut. I think he was 20. So yeah, it's not like it hasn't been done before, but yeah, hopefully I take my chance. But yeah, no, I feel confident in my own game and ready for the next step.
Have you been inspired by what Sam Curran's done, coming in, settling so quickly? And what do you do at Edgbaston, obviously?
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, I played with him since we were 14, 15. As soon as he came over from Zim, and we've sort of gone through the same path. And the way he sort of played last week it can give me confidence to know I can do it too. So yeah, no, definitely. It's nice to sort of do it with him as well. Yeah.
You've batted mostly at 6 for Surrey.
Yep.
Would you be prepared? Would you feel happy to move up to 4 if required?
If required, yeah. I sort of, especially against this Indian side where they bowl a lot of spin, I think there's not actually a massive difference. When I bat at 6, some games I've been in the 10th over, other games I've come in for the second new ball. So I think sort of 4 to 6 region, I don't think there's a massive difference in the way you play. When you're batting at 6, you could face the new ball. You could be in the 10th over, same at number 4. So I don't think there is really a massive difference in my eyes.
Just finally from me, it's been an incredible rise. As I said, you only settled into the Surrey team at the end of last season, but you're going so well this season. What's been your philosophy? What's been key to that success? What's your sort of your character like, your philosophy on how you play?
I think I broke obviously in last year, mainly as a white ball player. Broke into the red ball side at the end to play the last 5 championship games. And then I think I had a really good winter. I went to Sydney, played grade cricket for Campbelltown, and I was sort of on my own 2 feet a bit, especially in terms of my cricket. I didn't really have a coach. I sort of had to go ask people to chuck balls at me sort of midweek, and I was, in terms of cricket, I was on my own 2 feet and had to work it out by myself, whether that be technical or actually just finding someone to train with me. But then playing week in, week out on Saturdays and Sundays, I think just getting to know my game a bit better. The wickets were pretty flat, so I got the time in the middle that I sort of needed. But I think that's sort of a massive thing for a young lad to do when you're just finding your way in the game. Just being on your own 2 feet and just getting to know what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are, and learning from your dismissals, but also the wickets also the games that you play well in and score runs in. So I think that's a massive part, and then that just helped me kick off the season pretty quickly. I didn't feel like it was the first game of the year. Didn't feel like I'd been in the nets all winter. So I was game ready. First game sort of against Hampshire this year, and I think that was a massive step ahead, which sort of helped me kick off the season as I wanted to. And then I've just obviously found a bit of form and just found my method for now, and just keep riding the wave, I guess.
Gentleman back right as we look for it.
Your school coach Stuart Wells was talking about that you're pretty natural against spin. Have you seen Ashwin bowl, and what's your strategy against spin in general?
Obviously, he's not your regular off spinner. He bowls a ball that swings away, bowls a ball that swings back in. So I think you play him like a normal off spinner. You've probably just got to watch him a bit closer from the hand and just know what ball's coming down at you. You can't just premeditate an off spinner with him. So that's probably the main difference. I'll have a closer look before the game if picked, and yeah, I'll just have my game plan before. But yeah, it's not a massive difference. Just got to watch a bit closer, I think. Yeah.
So Sachin Tendulkar was asked yesterday about you and Sam Curran about being so young and being elevated to the Test team at a young age, and he spoke about when he was young the fearlessness that can come with that, and if you haven't sort of failed as much as probably batsmen
I think so, yeah. I think it's almost the naivety and the whole thing. I think I'm probably similar to him. We're just ready to pull the shirt on and just want to perform our best. We've both played a fair bit of county cricket now, and things have gone sort of on an upward spiral. But yeah, I think completely. And looking back at people like him when he made his debut, was he 16, 17? So he's sort of quite a good person to listen to in terms of that. But yeah, I think it's the fearlessness, and hopefully we can sort of just play and express ourselves the way we want to.
Gentleman here on the end.
You posted a picture on Instagram last year.
Oh, no.
Reflecting on how far you've come since 2013 when the South, Sam Curran, Patel, Emma, Birdie were kind of there at that point.
Thank God.
It seems you're reflecting there on how far you've come, 12 months on. Can you believe it? Is it time to release a photo of you and Sam?
Yeah, obviously, it's been a bit of a whirlwind. If someone told me I'd be in the squad for the second test at Lords at the start of the season, I wouldn't have really believed them. So and then likewise last year, if someone told me I was going to make my championship debut that year, I wouldn't have believed them. If they told me I would have played all the T20s last year again, it's just one of those sports that things happen so quickly. But yeah, it's nice to do it with Sam in the same team. And when I made my Surrey debut, there was 4 of us. There was 4 19-year-olds at the time. So it's sort of, things happen quickly, and it's exciting.
How old were you, do you think, when you sort of dared to dream? I guess as a kid, you want to play for England. At what point do you think, oh my God, I might actually play for England one day?
2 weeks ago. No, I wasn't that good when I was sort of 15, 16. I was playing in the county side. Then when I was 17, I finally hit my first Surrey 100. And then, so I didn't tear up when I was 15 or 16. And then that 17's year was a bit of a breakthrough year. I put my name on the radar, and then I left school. Played in England under-19 series against Sri Lanka, and then luckily I scored runs in our TV game with Alex Stewart and Divanita, and actually the rest of the side they were watching, they just won a championship game, and that pretty much got me a semi-final a few years ago against Yorkshire. And I think so that game sort of started things off. That got me my first 2-year contract and got me a spot in the first team for a semi-final. And then, so I think that was a massive part of it for me, yeah.
Take a couple more, or we did? One more. Sorry,
in Australia, I believe you faced George Hazlewood as well. So could you tell about the quality of cricket you played there?
I didn't actually face him. He played the first Saturday of the game, but it's done on 2 Saturdays. So I faced Trent Copeland. He's played Test cricket. But yeah, I didn't get in against Hazlewood. He was just coming back from injury, so he didn't bowl too many overs.
Last one here.
Are you aware of the success story of a Tendulkar who made his debut when he was only 16 and went on to become what he used to be?
Yeah, I mean, everyone says if you're young enough, you're good enough, if you're good enough, you're young enough. And it's nice sort of hearing those stories. So just knowing that I'm not one of the first ones to play when I'm young or after not a huge amount of games. And then hearing those stories are pretty inspirational. It makes you realise what you can do. And yeah.